In 2023, there was hustle, there was stress, there was triumph, there was joy, there was business and ambition. You juggled all the things, some days pushing yourself and some days just trying to survive. As we step into 2024, it is an opportunity to take a step back from the chatter of life and realign with what's most important to us. Like coming home, it's a chance to realign our higher self. Because ultimately, we want to create a life that we design, not live a life of circumstance. This is my exact routine to do exactly that. Clutter causes chaos, and if you want to get your life together in 2024, decluttering your surroundings is a great place to start. A great New Year declutter task is to donate old clothes. We keep this basket in the hallway and we just dump clothes in here when they no longer fit. And so I'm just going to take clothes out of this basket and take them to the Goodwill to donate. And also, I am one of those people that likes to take down all our holiday decorations between Christmas and New Year's Day. And another thing that's become part of my New Year's reset routine is to take off the last couple of weeks at the end of the year for my corporate job. And this gives me a great opportunity after that last day of working to take some time to declutter my office, tidy up my office so I can start fresh in the new year. So here you see me just kind of tidying up some packaging that was laying around in my office. And I just take the time to clean things up. So when I sit back down to work in the new year, I'm starting with a clean space. The last physical declutter thing I like to do before the New Year's start is to tackle a nagging declutter zone. What I mean by this is one of those zones in your house or spots in your house you've been meaning to declutter for a while. You just haven't had time to do it or haven't gotten around to do it. This is one of those zones for me. It's this bottom drawer under my sink, which as you can see was quite a mess. And the last time I had the zone of my bedroom, which I use the Fly Lady system, I did my makeup vanity, so I'd missed this area, but I really wanted to get it done before the new year. So I took the time this year to just tackle this zone that I had been neglecting, and I felt so clear and refreshed after I did it. And moving on to digital decluttering, I like to take some time to clean out my MacBook Air as well as my iPhone. So I do things on my MacBook Air, like you can see here, like just cleaning out all those screenshots on my desktop and moving them to the trash. They're usually things I don't need anymore. And I like to take time just to clean out any files I don't need as well, so I can start the year with as fresh of a computer as possible. So that's what you'll see me doing here. Another easy way to clean out your laptop is to just delete all the things in the downloads. I usually download things that are just temporary that I may not need any longer. And if I do need them, then I can put them in a storage folder like on my passport drive that I have. Otherwise, I can just delete all my downloads all at once, which is really convenient. I don't even have to look at it. And then I take a look at my storage and see what large files I can delete as well. Last thing I like to declutter on my laptop is my email. So going forward, I'm going to try out this app called Spark, which I downloaded to give a try to keep myself organized going forward. But to get this done this year, what I did was hire someone on Fiverr to help me go through all my emails, which I have about 5 email accounts, and to unsubscribe me to all the sort of junk mail that I was subscribed to, as well as create folders and organize all my email. And that just saved me a bunch of time that I didn't have to sort of get this done and walk into the new year with fresh and organized email accounts. And then I moved on to decluttering my phone. I don't only do this at the end of the year. I usually do this quarterly, but I go in and delete things like apps that I'm not using anymore. I also go into my photos and organize pictures that are duplicates. I'll delete all of those. I'll usually delete most of my videos as well, because I have them backed up on my Google Photos, kind of backs up all my iPhone photos, and that way you don't have to hold them onto your phone, unlike with iCloud. I also go in and delete albums like screenshot folders and screen recordings. I do a lot of screen recordings of like short form content to repurpose, so I don't need those anymore after they're posted onto the whatever platform I'm using. And of course, things like screenshots are usually temporary, so I'll delete all those sorts of photos that I don't need from the albums that are already there in iPhone, the duplicates, the screen recordings, the screenshot. And then that's about it for my phone decluttering. Moving on, one of my favorite Oprah quotes is, create the highest, grandest vision possible for your life because you become what you believe. Which leads me to the next part of my reset routine, which is to reset your goals. The new year is my preferred time to set new, larger, reach for the moon goals. This is my process to set goals using achievement psychology, the law of attraction, and strategies from the book, The 12-Week Year, as well as my own personal just traditions for New Year's goal setting. One of the great things about taking the last 2 weeks off in the year is it gives me an opportunity to get my mind right before setting my goals. So I'm not coming from a place of feeling burned out or stressed out. I'm really coming from a relaxed place. And this is where I take time during those 2 weeks to meditate and do some extra long meditations to just detach from my thoughts and realign with my higher self. And that's been a really helpful technique for me to just take some longer meditations before even starting to do my goals. It's also become a tradition for us to take a road trip with the family in the days between Christmas and New Year's Day. We just got to Estes Park in our little hotel. So cute. Little cabin bed. And tub and shower. It has a hot tub outside. You guys happy? Yeah, ready for vacation? Yeah. Nice. This little vacation really helps us turn up the relaxation and the reset vibes for the new year. We take a moment to get a massage and have a spa day on our own. You can see me getting a massage here. That was before. Here's after. You can see I looked so much more relaxed. Then after the massage, I took some time in the sauna at the spa, which I really love. It helps you just kind of detox and reset just physically. And this little getaway is a great time not only to spend time with our kids, but as you can see, just to amp up the rest and relaxation so I can walk into the new year feeling rejuvenated and energized for the new year. And in addition to those spa days, those classic relaxations, those present family moments also help me re-energize and give me energy just to spend time to connect with the family, just us, without the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Here on this trip, we did things like visit the Rocky Mountain National Park, which the kids love. We saw some elk. We got to go on a hike. We also spent some time during the day to do some fun activities with the kiddos. And it was just really great to reconnect with them on a level of just present-mindedness instead of just go, go, go. When we got back in town, it was time to set those New Year's goals. So here I am filing away my vision board from 2023 so I can get ready to sit down and do the conscious work to set my goals for 2024. So now I am sitting down to do my goals. So the process I use to actually create my goals and do the conscious work beforehand of setting my goals is actually a pretty streamlined process because I use my Mod Ambition goal planner. Everything is laid out, like I said before. It uses things like achievement psychology, law of attraction, and evidence-based science on goal achievement. So it's a pretty easy process for me. As you can see here, I'm just taking out my goal planner from last year and inserting a new goal planner into my binder. That's one of the great things about the Mod Ambition planner. It is sustainable, so you can keep reusing the cover. And I'm just getting started on a fresh new goal plan for the year. There are many exercises in the goal planning portion of the planner. It also comes with a 90-day planner, but some of my favorite exercises are writing the gratitude journal, writing a letter to your higher power, and defining your values and your why behind your goals. This helps you come from a framework of abundance, and it helps you get into the right mindset of where you want to start your goals based on your values and your inherent intentions for your life. So this is something that's not in my planner, but it is something that I do. It's my long-term goals that I keep up with. It's not showing up here. I'll put a picture on the screen, but it's my long-term goals of 10 years of where I want to be and also in 5 years. And I only change these when that year comes up. So the last time I did it was likely in 2020 because the goal is by 2025 for the 5 years, and the 10 years is 2030. So I'm going to keep those and just review them. Okay, so where should we start? So once each of us sets our personal goals, me and my husband come together to set our family goals. And we do this based on our family values and our family intentions. So we talk about goals for our kids, goals for our home, goals for our finances, and even things like vacations and renovations that we might want to do that year. And we just take some time to be intentional on how we want our family year to look. And then kind of as a last step to seal it all up, to give myself some way to wrap my brain around my goals on a daily basis, I do my vision board for the year, and I also set out my word of the year. I'm not showing you guys my vision board that I created for this year because it's really personal. I like to keep it to myself, but I do show them at the end of the year. This is the one from last year, so you can see how I put my word of the year in the center, and then around it I put my vision, so I can have both a visual and a verbal reminder of what I'm setting out for the year. And if you want an in-depth review of my vision board, I just did a video on that, which I will link in the description below. Maybe you've heard the quote, "The secret of your future is hidden in your daily routine." Well, I can testify that this is so true, and it can work for the good and it can work for the bad. What you do habitually, whether intentional or not, is what defines your life. So let's take a moment to reset our routines. To do this, I'll be using my Habits and Routines Organizer, which you can download as a free printable in the description below. What I like to do is I take a look at my new goals and make sure the habits that I have in my habits organizer still reflect my new goals, as well as goals that I would like to continue. So once I have a detailed look at all the habits that I want to continue, I write them all down for different categories of my life, and then I put those habits into different routines that I want to make sure that I'm implementing into my daily routine. So I have an early morning routine, work routine, all the routines that help me just have a placeholder for all my habits and routines. So if I ever fall off track, I can just come back to my organizer, take a look, and get back on track. And we can't forget about our money when it comes to resetting for the new year. So I definitely like to reset my finances. And this includes things like creating a new budget for the year based on new goals, or continuing your old budget if you think it should stay the same. Also setting new financial goals for yourself, for how much you want to save, how much do you want to invest this year, how much do you want to donate to worthy causes, how much do you want to make. I also like to review my income and expenses for the entire prior year, so I can really wrap my brain around from a bird's eye view, what do I spend my money on and what are the things that are bringing in the most income. I also like to do my budgeting each week on digital and paper. So by paper, I've been using a printout of my own, but I did find this budget planner at Walmart for like $5, so I'm gonna give it a try. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to the printable that I made, because I have had to already change a few things to kind of fit my lifestyle. But for now, it works. I like to do it by pen and paper so I can really go in and see where everything is going. And then I also use Xero to do my bookkeeping for my small business, so it makes the things really easy, really streamlined. So when it's time to do my taxes, I can just go in and look at those things, and I can also pull reports throughout the year. So that is how I reset for the new year. If you want to see how my vision board came true for 2023, I will put that video for you to watch next here. Thank you so much for watching, and cheers to planning, manifesting, and enjoying your dream life. Namaste.